Well, based on what you said is important to you, I have an idea. I have a car in mind. I'd like to show it to you, get your opinion on it. If that doesn't work, I have something else in mind. I wanted to show you the 2019 Accord EXL. This is the last 2019 Honda that we actually have on the lot. And it's a smoking deal. I actually learned to drive on a Honda Accord, which makes it one of my favorites. So I have a little bit of an affinity towards it in my own heart. But wanted to show you a couple of things. First of all, the big number on here is big for a reason, and that's your efficiency of your miles per gallon, your fuel economy. It gets 33 on average, 30 city, 38 highway. Anecdotally, almost every Honda owner I talk to knows that those are a little bit on the lower side. Driving with the economy mode gives you a little bit more miles per gallon. So a lot of people that I talk to tend to get a little bit more. One thing I love about the Accord is just because you get really great gas efficiency, doesn't mean you lose out on power at all. So it comes with a 1.5 liter turbocharged engine. It is a four-cylinder inline tank. Great quality controls. One of the things I've learned recently is there's all these little blue dots all around the engine. What I found out is these hundreds of dots that are there are actually they're double checking in the Honda manufacturers, which, by the way, this is made in America. One person comes in, installs a part, his teammate comes in, installs the next part. Before he goes on to the next part, he double checks his partner's work, so you know you have all that crossover, making sure things are installed incorrectly. That's one of the reasons that Honda is one of the most reliable vehicles on the market. If it weren't for that, we also have 3-year, 36,000 mile comprehensive or bumper to bumper warranties, as well as a 5-year, 60,000 mile limited warranty. Anything in the guts, inside that, so you know you're covered. If you want a little bit more peace of mind, we have other products available as well. But Hondas being Hondas, really all you have to do is make sure that the oil's filled, and it's going to treat you really well for a really long time. With that being said, we make the oil filled a lot easier because we also, at our dealership, offer maintenance for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles. We rotate your tires, fill up your oil, change out your oil, keep everything good, and there's extended life available on that as well. So we keep you covered that way. I'll show you a couple other things. I love the design of the Accord. This is the 10th generation. They redesigned in 2018, so 1 year after. A really elegant design, not boisterous, but still kind of fancy, kind of has this executive style feel, with some chrome finishes, 17-inch wheels. One huge safety feature that I really love, it's important, I have a family, a growing family as it is, they have these lights stick out a little bit, and actually if you come over here you can see as you look down the line, even from the front corner, you can see the rear tail light, as well as lights that line up on your turn indicator here. That makes sure you have some of the best visibility on the road. In fact, in 2019, the IIHS voted this as their top pick for sedans. So it's literally an industry leader in safety, and it looks good. Some people think, oh, I don't want a sedan because I have to give up some of the storage space. What's great with the Accord is that's not necessarily true. You have 16.9 square feet of storage space in the trunk, as well as a 60-40 split in the back. So what that means is if I have maybe one kid with me at the time with my wife in the other seat, but I'm going to IKEA, I can still fit in my Malmo bed frame right through there and still have plenty of room for my kid to sit. That's pretty cool, huh? Again, great visibility on all sides here. Let's jump in real quickly. I want to show you a couple things on the inside. We didn't really talk about this, but right up here, there's a camera, and on the front fender, there's radar. What that does is two things. See right up here, there's a feature called AC Adaptive Cruise Control. What that does is that uses that camera and the radar technology to follow cars that I'm behind at similar speeds. One of my least favorite things in the world is when I'm cruising down the highway 65 or more miles per hour, car gets in front of me going 50 miles an hour, doesn't merge properly. I have to hit cancel or tap the brake, which is jolting. I have to get over. It's just a pain in the butt. What this does is it can detect a car in front of me, take my cruise control speed, say 65, and I'm driving the safe speed limit, lowers it to the car in front of me, they're going 50. And then if that car speeds up, I automatically speed up with it. That keeps me safe. It keeps me from hitting that car because I failed to react quickly enough. And it's a little bit of a convenience as well. The one right next to it is LKAS, which stands for Lane Keeping Assist System. And what that does is I can put it on right here. That camera will detect the lines when I'm on the highway going between 45 and 90 miles per hour. Not only, a lot of cars will beep when you cross over the line. That's great if you have enough time to react to that and there's not another car. But what happens if there's a car right next to you in your blind spot? Well, not only is my blind spot monitor is going to tell me that there's a car in my blind spot, but my lane keeping assist system will keep me centered in the middle of the lane. So if the kids are yelling in the back and I have to turn around and all of a sudden I accidentally merge into the oncoming lane or a nearby lane, the system actually keeps me centered safely right in the middle of the lane. So it's absolutely perfect. There's some great comforts in here. This is the EXL. So leather seats, leather wrapped interior, leather steering wheel. It also has heated seats, which is nice on the cold days. Those are far behind us. But when you need it, it's there. And then there's that economy mode I was telling you about as well. I said right here underneath the gear selector. That's going to take a little bit of power away from the air conditioning unit and make the throttle a little bit less sensitive, which is going to up my miles per gallons more and more. Have a great touchscreen here that is actually designed to be high up, so I actually have to take my eyes away from the road for a less amount. Keeps my eyes where they need to be. I'm protecting everyone that's around me. And one of my favorite parts, you have a USB input here, which can connect to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So as long as you have a smartphone, you can put that in, listen to your music, have all your text messages, have it all right at your fingertips. Let you go on a test drive and then I'll meet you at the hood ornament. So what do you think? You like the car, don't you?
Boy, I sure do.
Well, let me ask you a question because it's really, really important. If you and I can figure out a way to put this whole thing together where it all makes sense, you think we could both start getting excited about you going home in this new Accord by 5:30? Yeah?
Yeah.
Great. Let's grab your registration. You're going to need it.
Well, why is that?
You just bought a new car.